So now I got this phone call from her and she's going like, "Hello Patrick, hi Mum." She says, I've rented out a cottage back where I was born in mid-Wales. I'm taking you and your brothers and sisters and all the kids they've got, which is 13 between them all, and we're an Irish family, my brothers and sisters. We're going back, my dad's Irish, my mum's Welsh, and I'm taking you back to where I was born. So off we all go, and we're in a valley. So a valley, and here we are in this little cottage on the top of the hill of this valley, and whoosh, down and over on the other side of the valley is the farmhouse where my mum was born in 1940. I'd never been there in my life before. So we were all crammed into this cottage, me, my 3 sisters, my brother, and their 13 kids. The youngest, who's like 18 months old, and the oldest, who's like 16, you know what I mean? And they're all like... and so it's total chaos, as I'm sure you can imagine in this place, you know? And I like a bit of chaos for a while, and then I need a break, because I spend a lot of time on my own in my life, and by choice, sometimes not by choice, but anyway, so I needed to get away from all this kind of like, yeah. And so I started walking around this area. My mum told me that her family had farmed in this particular few square miles for generations upon generations upon generations. My mum and her brother were the first people who'd ever travelled out of this tiny little area. And as I was walking around there, I started to feel some kind of connection to that place, and I was thinking to myself, and I don't know why I'd never thought this before, but all these people had got back through these generations, had kind of lived out their lives on these bleak, black hills, trying to sort of get some sort of life out of it. And because they'd done that, I was here, and I was alive. And I owed them some kind of debt, in a way. Well, that was just the truth. I'd never thought about it. I'd been so wrapped up in me and my own pain that I hadn't really ever thought any further than that. I started to feel like a connection to this land, which must be in my genetic makeup or something. And it made me reflect, actually, that I've never felt like I really belonged on earth. I remember when I first started going to school, I felt like I must be different from this lot, because I'm not like them, you know? I must have been dropped by aliens or something, and one day they'll come and take me back to my real home in the sky, or something like that. Well, I didn't really, think that, but it was a bit like that was the feeling. That's the only way to describe it. I certainly didn't feel a connection to the earth. Anyway, on this holiday, I got that connection to the earth, which kind of spat us all out, didn't it? And on the last day we were about to go home, and my mum came into a room full of people going mental, all the kids, and she beckoned me like that. And I kind of went over like, "What, Mum? What have I done wrong?" sort of thing. But I hadn't done anything wrong. She said, "I'm taking you off today, Patrick, and me and you are going to spend some time together." And she drove me around these graveyards that were in this tiny area. There was about 4 or 5 of them. And she basically said, "That's your Uncle Lewis. That's your great Uncle Elwyn. That's your Aunt Enula. That's your great grandfather. That's your great grandmother. That's your da 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 da." And all of these people had a story connected to them. And I'll tell you what, my ears were open for some reason to what she was saying. I was sucking it in like a sponge. I could not get enough of it. I was absolutely blown away. And it filled me up. And I was coming back on the train from this holiday, and I thought to myself, my life is never going to be the same now. This has changed everything. 3 weeks later, I was in Clifton then, living in Clifton. I'd forgotten about that whole fucking thing, do you know what I mean? It had just gone, as if it had never happened. And I was back into just like me and me. Do you know what I mean? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to lose that? Am I going to get that? What did she mean with that? Where the way she raised her fucking eyebrow then, do you know what I mean? What did that really mean, you know? So I was back into that, you know, completely back into that. Looking out, I used to look out over the streets of Clifton. It was a high up place. Just like back in my plans, my little plans and designs. It's very real. And suddenly, the atmosphere, not the memory, but the atmosphere of these graveyards just came whoosh up the stairs, straight into me, man. And I knew what it was straight away. It was like, that's the graveyards. It's not me, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it. And with that kind of rush, whatever it was, came this song. This song came with that rush. Like, whoosh, really, really effortlessly, like a dream. You know, like when you're dreaming, you don't have to do nothing to dream, do you? It's just effortless. And that's what this song was like that time. And I'm going to play it for you now. It's called The Old Man Dai. And for those of you who don't know, Dai, if you're called David in Wales, in mid Wales anyway, they call you Dai, like as a nickname. D-A-I. The Old Man Dai. I just got to turn my pedal, man. So thanks for listening to me, and I hope you're going to enjoy it, and I'll see you after this song, yeah? Notice how I told you about the break again. Professional, do you know what I mean? Totally professional. I hope my pupils are around here watching this. Professional. Professional. You hear that? In the heat of the night, when the world is asleep and the moon is riding high, came a knock at my door and I opened it up to the ghost of the old man Dai. He was cold in the ground in a valley of stones, but we flew through the starry skies, and the gates of the faraway hills opened wide to be sure we were locked inside. There I saw all the singers I ever have loved, who have lived on the earth and died, and they walked in a circle all fretted with fire, crying out that their mouths were dry. And the chains on their feet were the songs they had sung, all the songs they had sung with pride. And the chains on their hands were the deals they had signed, and the love they had set aside. my back on the very next morn, with a light shining in my eyes. Sure, I promised myself I would listen so true, as I sat by my Saviour's side. I took up my guitar and I went to the streets, and I played to the passers-by, and I played only songs I had written with love, and I'll play till the day I die. For the old man died, for the old man died. The old man died, 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 the old man